Please be seated. Thank you. A little short. Good morning. That's right. I'm Dr. Stavara Haley-Clark, the VCU School of Social Work's Interim Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. We are so pleased to be celebrating the class of 2025 in front of all of their family and friends. As you share your excitement today on social media, please use hashtag VCUSSW 2025 on your Facebook, X/Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I would also like to say thank you to our American Sign Language interpreters from Mosaic Interpreting Services, photography by Photo Specialties and Cindy Newmark, and our live broadcast stream by Advanced Visual Productions. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce the Dean of the School of Social Work, Dr. Gary S. Cuddyback. Not yet. Dr. Cuddyback's research focuses on individuals living with severe mental illness, mental health services, the intersection of mental health and criminal legal systems, and evidence-based interventions. Please join me in welcoming Dean Gary Cuddyback and thanking him for his work in our community. That's too many letters, Gary.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. What a wonderful occasion. Let's all give each other a round of applause. This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you for your introduction, Dr. Clark. It really is an honor and a pleasure to welcome you all, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most of all our class of 2025 to the 2025 commencement ceremony for the VCU School of Social Work. To all of our graduates, the day you have been working toward is finally here, and we are so excited to celebrate with you. On behalf of all of us here at the School of Social Work, I want to say congratulations, you did it. I would now like to take a moment to acknowledge our excellent and dedicated faculty, staff, and administrators who have taught, mentored, inspired, and supported all of our graduates on their journey. Would our faculty on the stage and any community-embedded faculty and staff in the audience please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Class of 2025, you join the company of generations of graduates who came before you, and as they have, will inspire those who come after you. You are joining a family of over 12,000 VCU School of Social Work alumni, along with over 700,000 social workers nationwide. Since the school was established in 1917, we have been a leading school of social work, consistently ranked among the top schools in the nation. Our reputation is driven by the excellence of our faculty and staff in creating new knowledge, engaging our communities, and educating undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students, as evidenced by the quality and preparation of our graduates who go out into the workforce and drive change for social justice. For 108 years, we've seen students like you learn, grow, and champion the principles and values of our profession, making an impact and creating change where change is needed most. Today, we celebrate you and the impact you will be making throughout our community, not only here in the Richmond area, but across the nation and around the world. We believe that our greatest contribution as a school and to our community is our students and our alumni, and you are proof of this. Give yourselves again a round of applause. And now it is my great honor to introduce our speaker, 2003 Ph.D. alumni, Viola Vaughan-Eden. Dr. Vaughan-Eden is a professor and Ph.D. program director at Norfolk State University and president and CEO of Up for Champions, which is a nonprofit advancing upstream child abuse and maltreatment solutions. A nationally recognized forensic social worker, Dr. Vaughan-Eden provides expert consultation and testimony in child maltreatment cases and has held leadership roles in professional organizations across the country. Dr. Vaughan-Eden has received numerous awards for her contributions to child welfare and violence prevention. Dr. Vaughan-Eden, please join me at the podium.
Great. Thank you. Are we excited? Okay. That's what I want to hear. Good morning, graduates, families, Dean Cuddyback, faculty, and honored guests. When I was first asked to speak today, not only was I extremely honored, but I immediately thought of all the lessons I'd learned on my journey and how I could share them in a meaningful way. Thankfully, I quickly realized one of the most important lessons, and that is this is your journey, the graduating class of 2025. In life, we each travel our own journey, and even if it may be similar, it's still unique to us. As much as I want to protect you from all the challenges you will face, it is those very challenges that will help you grow and make you a stronger person and professional. So why am I here today? I'm here because I believe if we're going to make meaningful changes in our communities, we have to support the future leaders of our profession. I showed up, and I want to thank everyone in this room for showing up in support of you, our future leaders. And so you may ask, what can I offer you? Especially when all we know you want to do is get your degree and on to your parties, right? Okay. But please bear with me just for a moment. I promise I'm not going to be too long. I've been asked to share my truth about why I do this work, the lessons I've learned along the way, and how, despite everything, I still have hope. Not just hope for today, but I have hope for tomorrow because of all of you graduating today. Nearly 40 years ago, I started my career working in a psychiatric hospital. I saw children locked away, not because they were dangerous, but because the world had been dangerous to them. I worked with child abuse survivors, many of whom had also experienced domestic violence. One case I will never forget involved a mother who confessed to killing her entire family. When the police arrived at their home, they found one child still alive, and that child had been protected, shielded by one of her siblings. She arrived to us at the psychiatric hospital, not the medical hospital, still covered in blood, and did not speak for 6 months. I tell you this because working with that child changed me. Experiences like hers and many others remind me of why this work matters. They remind me of why you're here. Today, you are not just receiving a degree, you're answering a call. Because the field of social work isn't just a profession. It isn't for the faint heart. It's a commitment. Your degree is a call to action. And let's be honest, that action isn't easy. The work is hard, the pain is real, and the change is slow. But you've chosen a path that requires what we call fear tolerance. And that's the ability to feel fear, but still move forward anyway. Fear is not something to be avoided. It's something to be understood. Does it guide you or does it paralyze you? Only you can decide that. Because when you're out in our communities, many decisions that you make will affect people's lives, and you will need that courage, that imagination, and that intellect. Social work is an art and a science. And I'm going to say that again because I want you to understand that that's 3 words, not 2. It's an art and science. You can't let your imagination overwhelm your intellect. You have to dream big, but stay grounded. And I tell you because if I truly didn't believe we could end child abuse, I wouldn't be here today. So you have to be visionary, but prepared for the realities. And there's something no one else talks about, and that's grief. Grief lives in our clients, it lives in our systems, and sometimes it lives in us. So how do we survive day-to-day challenges of everyday life? And how do we help our clients survive? I'm here to say you're going to survive, but I don't want you to just survive. I want something more for you. Ask yourself, what does it mean to be better than just okay? Social work and social justice is about action. Inaction won't get us there. Silence won't get us there. Covering our eyes won't get us there. We can't play hide and seek with social justice. So what can you do? You can build a future rooted in empathy, but not empathy for its own sake. Empathy that's wedded to advocacy is where the transformation begins. You can build on a profession that doesn't wait for systems to save us, but creates its own infrastructure for protection, healing, and change. If you don't see a table, you're going to have to build a table. And if no one offers you a chair, you're going to have to bring your own. But one of the most important things is that you also have to make room for others at that table. Think of the great social workers that came before us: Jane Addams, Ida B. Wells, and Whitney Young. You have an opportunity to build a generation that tells its story loudly and unapologetically. Let people know what this degree means. Let them and help them understand what it is we do. Your story has power. Your story protects others when it's shared with a purpose. There are people who are going to try to tell you this work is neutral. It is not. You're graduating into some of the most difficult political times. Our profession, the profession of social work, is a defender of those impacted by intolerance, harmful public policy, broken systems that devalue lives based on zip code, skin color, immigration status, gender identity, and income. So let me be clear, neutrality is not an option. So I'm going to ask you all to do the right thing. Do it even when it's hard, but especially when it's hard. I cannot imagine for one moment what those social workers experienced who marched with King in the 1960s. But I can tell you, as a little black girl being raised by a single mother in Washington, D.C. in the 60s, I never thought we would be so divided again. But as I've grown, I've also come to understand what Dr. King meant when he said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And I'll say it again, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Change often comes from disruption. But be mindful, you can't let disruption become distraction. Focusing on what the disruption is showing us is an opportunity for transformation. It's proof that something better is possible. So yes, you're going to experience the stress of the world. You're going to experience the stress of being a social worker. You're sometimes going to experience the stress of just being alive. Many of you carry your own trauma, but let me remind you that you matter too. How can we serve others if we don't serve ourselves? So I want you to remember what they tell us when we get on that airplane. That flight attendant says, in case of an emergency, put your oxygen mask on first. I'm saying to you that on this journey, you have to feed your soul. You have to rest when you need, and you can't apologize for being human. Don't apologize for needing joy and music and laughter and therapy and even vacations. I learned that lesson late, and trust me, burnout is real. So feed your soul so that you can feed others. Faith, courage, and strength are not luxuries. They are the tools. So we have to use them. We have to lean into them. And know this, you're not alone in this work. You're part of a collective. Taking action is how we social workers make a difference. Collective action is how we social workers survive. Collective action is how we succeed. So another important thing is finding your inner strength. For me, my inner strength is God and God's grace. I stand here today not because my life was easy, and certainly not because I was the smartest person in the room. I'm here because I held on, grounded in the support and mentorship that I received along the way. This gratitude that I have, this hope that I carry, it's not from me, it's from a source greater than me. Every day, I ask God to give me the strength, the courage, and the wisdom to do this work. And God has blessed me, truly blessed me beyond my imagination. So, to the parents, relatives, and friends here today, thank you. Thank you for supporting these graduates, for believing in them, and for sharing them with the world. Thank you. To the faculty and staff and all who showed up every day to make this day possible, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up and giving us hope for tomorrow. And to the graduates, you don't have to have all the answers today. You just have to keep showing up, being curious, asking questions, and then being willing to act on the answers. Social work graduates, this is your time. Tell your story. Advocate for those that can't advocate for themselves. All we ask is that you believe, that you strive, and that you persevere. It isn't easy, but we know that you can do it. You are our future. You are the ones that can change this world for the better. So, I just said, who can do it? That's right. Class of 2025 can do it. Congratulations. Now go out and make a difference. Thank you. Thank
you. Thank you, Dr. Vaughan-Eden, for those inspiring remarks. Guests, beloved families and friends, cherished colleagues, and most importantly, graduates, it is a profound honor to stand before you today and present a class of social work professionals whose presence in the world will undoubtedly leave it better, braver, and more just. Today, we celebrate more than your academic achievement. We celebrate your courage, your heart, and your unwavering commitment to this extraordinary profession. Graduates, your time at the VCU School of Social Work has unfolded during a period marked by unprecedented challenges, and yet here you are. You navigated complex systems, confronted painful truths, and still chose hope, still chose service, and still chose each other. In doing so, you have modeled exactly what social work demands. Not perfection, but persistence. Not easy answers, but deep empathy. You've learned to listen, to truly listen, to voices that have been silenced, to stories that demand to be heard, and to your own inner compass guiding you towards justice. You've sharpened your own advocacy skills, your analysis, and your compassion. You've practiced how to sit with discomfort, how to meet trauma with tenderness, and how to lift others without losing sight of yourselves. The work ahead is both beautiful and hard. You will be called to speak truth to power, to navigate systems that don't always welcome change, and to remind the world that everyone deserves dignity. Some days will be heavy, but I promise you, so many will be light. There will be moments when you witness transformation, when you see healing take root, when you realize that you were someone's turning point. That is the power of social work. So today, let this celebration not only mark your graduation, but your initiation into a lifelong journey of impact. Wherever you go, know that you carry with you the spirit of this school, the lessons of those who walked alongside you, and the belief that your voice matters. Because it does. You are joining a legacy of bold thinkers, justice seekers, and heart-forward leaders. And although this may be the end of your time here as students, it is also the beginning of something deeply important, your own chapters of change. Please don't be strangers. Come back to share your stories, your wisdom, and your wins, both big and small. We will be here, cheering you on from a distance and proud to say, we knew you win. Congratulations, graduates. Go forward with courage, with conviction, and with compassion. And wherever you go from here, let the world feel the difference. I would now like to take this opportunity to give special recognition to the graduates who have distinguished themselves throughout their education at Virginia Commonwealth University and the School of Social Work. All the awards, scholarship, and certificate recipients are listed in our program. If you are an honoree, please stand now to be recognized. Would you please join me in congratulating these graduates? Graduates, you may be seated now. Latin honors are awarded to undergraduate students to indicate the level of academic distinction with which the Bachelor of Social Work degree was awarded. Students, as I describe the following distinctions, please rise if you have been awarded this honor. Please remain standing until the end, and please hold your applause until the end. To graduate cum laude, graduates had to earn between a 3.3 and a 3.5 overall grade point average in all courses attempted at all colleges and universities attended. To graduate magna cum laude, graduates had to earn between a 3.6 and a 3.8 overall grade point average in all courses attempted at all colleges and universities attended. And finally, to graduate summa cum laude, graduates had to earn a 3.9 or higher overall grade point average in all courses attempted at all colleges and universities attended. B.S.W graduates earning Latin honors are listed in your program. Please join me in congratulating our Latin honors B.S.W graduates and all other graduates for their many achievements. And now, please welcome our Ph.D. program director, Dr. Tracy White, who will review the requirements for graduating with a Ph.D. degree in social work.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Dr. Clark. Welcome, everyone. Your deep connections and investments in the lives of our Ph.D. graduates make each of you a warm and distinguished presence at today's commencement. In universities throughout the world, the Doctor of Philosophy, or Ph.D., signifies the highest level of academic achievement in most disciplines. The School of Social Work at Virginia Commonwealth University has awarded the Ph.D. since 1981. During their first 2 years in the program, doctoral students complete rigorous coursework in theory, research methods, policy, and a specialized area of their own choosing. They then consolidate this coursework into a qualifying exam in a specialized area of research interest. Finally, each student conducts an independent research project that culminates in a dissertation which they defend publicly. In addition to their scholarly endeavors, our doctoral graduates also excel in teaching our B.S.W. and our M.S.W. students. Today, we are proud to confer this hard-earned distinction on 3 graduates of our program, Dr. Janae Lee, Dr. Paola Roldan, and Dr. Muna Saleh. I am pleased to formally introduce Dr. Lee as our Ph.D. student speaker today. Dr. Lee serves as a Community Relations Director for the Columbus City Attorney's Office in Columbus, Ohio. Her research and her work are dedicated to empowering community members to engage in the change they want to see in their neighborhoods and localities. She is passionate about advocating for those who are often excluded from the table and bringing them in to ensure change is accessible, equitable, and collaborative. Welcome to the podium, Dr. Lee.
Thank you, Dr. Wyke. It is an honor to stand here today in front of family, friends, professors, and fellow students. Although I am one person, I represent generations of social work leaders and advocates who paved the way for me to be here today. As I contemplated what to say, I couldn't help but think back to my application to enroll in this program. It was during 2020, and y'all know how that went, a time I remember as one of isolation, where making plans to move forward felt like a gamble. Like the unexpected terrible would haunt me and kill my spirit. A time when I wondered if looking like me, sounding like me, and identifying like me truly mattered. Fast forward to today, and even though we can gather here, many of you in the crowd may feel as I did back then, uncertain about your future and capabilities. As social workers tasked with supporting others, recognizing your own humanity may be one of the most significant barriers you face right now. But guess what? Today you stand. Today is a day to rise and move forward. And how does this happen? Look around. Look at the stands. Look at the people next to you. This is your community. These are the people you can lean on. You can ask questions, seek answers, and share values. During my education in social work, I learned that community building is a chain reaction. The reason I was able to move forward, even when I was uncertain about my next steps, was because of the concrete support from my community. Someone laid down the cement of encouragement. Someone else laid a brick of confidence, a slab of worthiness, a block of support. These same bricks used to create my entrance here helped me walk through the doors of opportunity that I can now see. Social work is not an easy task. Each of the graduates here in this room have committed to justice when it's unpopular, to service when it's unacknowledged, to dignity when others dismiss it, and to integrity even when no one is watching. This dedication can feel daunting and isolating, but know that you are not alone. There are people here who see you. So hold on to those who support you and allow yourself to be part of a community and connect with things that uplift you. Use the bricks that people have used to support you to build spaces that elevate others. Be willing to prioritize your example over your opinions. As we leave this space, this moment, and this campus, Together, let us not bend to the division that tries to isolate and pull us apart. Let us embrace the practice of community as something that heals, something that strengthens, and allows us to endure. In our everyday actions, whether with a colleague, a client, or a community, we have the unique opportunity to lay bricks of compassion, unity, support, and love. So class of 2025, no matter how scary, no matter how intimidating, and no matter how many times we trip or fail, let us move forward together and let's stay in community. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee, for an inspiring message and also for your inspiring work. Okay, Dean Cuddyback, Associate Dean Clark, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, the following candidates have all successfully completed the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and are highly qualified to be recognized for their accomplishments. I will call each candidate forward individually to be hooded by their dissertation committee chair. First, Dr. Janae Lee, hooded by Dr. Matt Bogenschutz. Dr. Lee's dissertation is titled, Housing Quality for Whom? Housing Quality as a Form of Housing Insecurity and Inequality for Black Women Renters. In addition to Dr. Bogenschutz, the dissertation committee includes Dr. Nicole Corley, Dr. Alex Wagaman, and Dr. Catherine Howell of the University of Maryland. Dr. Lee, please come forward to be hooded. Next is Dr. Paula Roldan, hooded by Dr. Maurice Gaddis. Dr. Roldan's dissertation is titled, A Qualitative Exploration of the Employment Experiences and Coping Strategies Among Transgender Women in Medellin, Colombia. In addition to Dr. Gaddis, the dissertation committee includes Dr. Jacob Goffnett, Dr. Denise Burnett, and Dr. Eli Costin of the Department of Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies. And next, Dr. Muna Saleh, hooded by Dr. Hyojin Im. Dr. Saleh's dissertation is titled Health After Resettlement, Predictors of Health Status and Primary Care Utilization Among Somali Refugees Living with Chronic Illness. In addition to Dr. Im, the dissertation committee includes Dr. Mare Francis, Dr. Kyungmo Kim, and Dr. Gabby Leon Perez in the Department of Sociology. Congratulations to you all. Thank you to the committee members for their support and guidance, and please congratulate our PhD graduates one more time for their accomplishments. And now I'd like to introduce M.S.W. Program Director, Dr. Kasara Bay Spencer, as we recognize our master's students graduating today.
Thank you, Dr. Wyke. Good morning, distinguished staff, faculty, colleagues, Dean Cuddyback, honored guests, families, friends, and the spectacular class of 2025. I am truly honored to share this celebration with you. And today we acknowledge your hard work and celebrate you as you add a new chapter to your life story. Today, you add 3 letters, M S, and W to your name. These letters identify you as part of a profession that is rooted in social, economic, and environmental justice. Your journey to this point in your story has not always been easy. You have survived, among other things, a global pandemic. I don't even know if we're going to have a new normal, but you're adjusting just the same. And you're here in spite of witnessing injustices such as international wars, anti-Black racism, attacks on the trans, immigrant, and AAPI communities, women's health care, and attacks on the systemic policies that are designed to ensure equity and inclusion for everyone. And as a matter of fact, many of you have had to succeed while being directly impacted by these additional stressors. Furthermore, many of you have had to navigate multiple roles and responsibilities, all while finishing your coursework and completing hundreds of hours of work at your field placements. You have had late nights, early mornings, and I'm so sure there have been tears. And yet, you're here, prepared to engage with marginalized and oppressed communities, ready to critically examine social and political issues. And more importantly, you are prepared to make a difference in our world. And your story has been a complex one with many characters who intervened when you needed support. So now I want to thank your family, friends, professors, VCU advisors, your accountability partners, and your ride or die squad for uplifting you and helping you get to this point. And if I can just give a special shout out to a group of supporters in the very back. There are students from Anna Julia Cooper Lower School who have come here to support as well. Now finally, to the class of 2025. This is just the beginning of this particular chapter in your story. Having these 3 letters is certainly not the end. You must constantly hone your craft. Be open to the richness, the wonder, and the magic of being a part of such a critically important profession. I thank you for making social work a part of your life story. And now I would like to introduce you the class of 2020, introduce to you, there we go, the class of 2025 M.S.W student speaker, Caroline Donnelly. Caroline is a micro-social worker pursuing clinical employment after graduating from VCU. Caroline completed her first year field placement at an independent living program for older foster youth, where she taught independent living skills to adolescent men aging out of foster care. In addition to the community built throughout her time in the master's program, she is especially grateful for the professional growth and mentorship she received this year at Tri-Cities Hospital in Hopewell, Virginia, where she facilitated group therapy for inpatient and outpatient populations. Caroline.
Hi everyone, my name is Caroline. I'm so grateful and excited to be celebrating with everyone today. What's a commencement speech without a list of thank yous? So I want to start by expressing gratitude to my parents, sisters, partner, friends, mentors at Tri-Cities Hospital, and family in Connecticut. I wouldn't have been able to do the last 2 years without your companionship and love. I also want to express appreciation to my classmates. Your kindness and insight encourage me to think smarter, harder, and more compassionately. Many moons ago, my elementary school teacher asked our class to do an activity completing the phrase, "On the first day of school, blank," with a picture to accompany our answer. Imagine my parents' dismay when I toddled home with my Crayola crayon creation, which read, "On the first day of school, I felt so bad, I threw up." I promise I won't be doing any of that today, but it puts some of the progress I've made since then into context. I could stand here and express the musings of a 20-something or plug M.S.Ws who walk and talk, an organization that I cheekily started this past spring after talking about it for 4 semesters, but I'll do us all one better and share words from one of my favorite authors, Bell Hooks. She wrote that the most important thing we can do is create a space where people feel safe enough to share their stories and to be heard. Hooks is articulating the very core of what I and the rest of the students in this room aspire to do after our time at VCU, whether that be in micro, meso, or macro social work. To succeed in these pursuits, however, it is imperative that we acknowledge the role of self-care. I'm not talking about capitalist self-care that is advertised to us, the one that encourages us to buy the priciest and newest face creams or bubble bath accoutrements. I'm thinking of self-care as defined by Black feminists who helped bring this term into everyday lexicon. I'm thinking of Audre Lorde, who famously wrote, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare." My biggest lesson from this program is that it's okay to not have every diagnosis in the handbook memorized. It's okay to binge comfort shows every once in a while, like seasons 1 through 10 of Survivor. It's understandable to feel worried by the current political climate or overwhelmed by the mental health landscape for practitioners and recipients alike. What's most important is that we remember to seek fellowship from our professional and personal support systems, that we hasten against any impulse to pour from an empty cup. It is crucial that we not just practice self-care, but vehemently and unapologetically prioritize it. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline, for such an inspiring message. And now, I would like to present our faculty members who will be performing the hooding of our M.S.W. graduates. Dr. Kimberly Compton, Dr. Nicole Lee, Dr. Yvonne Liu, Dr. Ananda Newmark, and Clara Prachar. Dean Cuddeback, Associate Dean Clark, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I present to you the 2025 M.S.W. class. These individuals have successfully completed all degree requirements and are now ready to be recognized for their accomplishments. Calling the names of our M.S.W. candidates, are Sarah Burton Everett and Dr. Nicole Corley.
Caroline Donnelly.
Catherine Abbott.
Stephanie Adamako.
Zainab Akhtar.
Kayla Alexander.
Denise Allen Pineda.
Kathleen Amano.
Lisette Arden Naranjo.
Claire Armstrong.
Shelby Armstrong.
Imelda Gomez.
Heather Beth Austin.
Bo Beecham.
Tylee Barrios.
Cardamon Beloin.
Walker Beaton.
Dyrell Brown.
Claudia Benitez Mejia.
Amber Blackett.
Rosie Cerritos Rivas.
Catherine Claire Boyer.
Nadia Bukach.
Jessica Buracker.
Kati Birch.
Danielle Burgess.
Octavia Burney.
Jill Carpenter.
Ace Canessa.
Haley Chandler.
Ariana Phillips Colley.
Michael Collins.
Laura Conley.
Maeve Connaughton.
Katie Cooper.
Lily Cox.
Brittany Kraft.
Brianni Cruz.
Petra Dow.
Deborah Darlington.
Carlina Davis.
Benjamin Duck.
Devon Deich.
Elijah Davis.
April DeLandro.
Datriana Dennis.
Dayanette De Jesus Rivera.
Jenny Diaz.
Michelle Diaz.
Mike Den.
Heather Disbro.
Amanda Doris.
Maria Edelman.
Camille Ellis.
Garrett Estep.
Ethelyn Evans.
Sam Evans.
Anna Farrell.
Jasmine Fasold.
Kelsey Fastabend.
Because you know everybody in your pocket.
Corey Fitchett.
Anastasia Fleshman. Jillian Fortney.
Jennifer Folks.
Anna Gibson.
Spencer Gibson.
Erin Gould.
Jessica Gawarty.
Scarlett Davila.
Alanis Figueroa Rivera.
Clarissa Haskins Maxey.
Anna Gustavus.
Kiko Gwen.
Emma Haberman.
Bree Hardiman.
Ashley Hall.
Catherine Hartraft.
Janice Hawkins. Janice Hawkins.
Kyman Higgins.
My name is Shadorius Henderson.
Shadorius Henderson.
Kelly Hers.
Nicole Hillman.
Kayla Hodges.
Abigail Hoffman.
Hannah Holland.
Julia Holly.
Caitlin Hopkins.
Shadi Hawson.
Abigail Ann Houchin.
Katie Howard. Emily Claire Humberson.
Lillian Isbell.
Fardud Ezekkost.
Rachel Janney.
Miriam Johnson.
Heidi Jorgensen.
Kagan Joyce.
Ana Maria Juarez.
Natalie Can.
Caitlin Kelly. Lyric Knighton.
Joseph Kreiter.
Catherine Mawena Kudiabor.
Julianne Lane.
Courtney Langford.
Elise Laverty.
Cameron Law.
Stephen Lee.
Jolie Leon Guerrero.
Samantha Lichtenstein.
Abby Lichty.
Emma Lockman.
Camille LaRocco.
Trinity Luck.
Pamela DeGia Lurie.
Allie Luxton.
Lorna Margreta.
Giselle Martinez.
Sheila Martinez.
Mary Martino.
Alicia Mathis Humphrey.
Talea Anita Matthews.
Abigail Maxwell.
Sunday Mayer.
Rebecca McCormick.
Sydney McKinney.
Iris McNeil.
Chantel Meadows.
Glenn Millich.
Anna Miller.
Peyton Miller.
Mia Milligan.
Emma Molnar.
Mariah Montague.
Y'all were moving it.
Rosendo Mora.
Madison Murphy.
Megan Murphy.
Elizabeth Erin O'Brien.
Mandy Odom.
Kay Okada.
Linnea Oli.
Emily Park.
David Parker.
Isabella Pasos.
Maya Payne.
Crystal Pierman.
Rebecca Pegram.
Eric Phillips.
Erica Kate Pixon.
Emma Pillis.
Mary Porras.
Margaret Porter.
Anna Elizabeth Portillo.
Grace Rose Powell.
Shania Preval.
Cassandra Rodriguez.
Molly Ramirez.
Tyler Ratliff.
Thank you so much. I got the RV issue.
Katarina Riggy.
I'm so excited for you. Remo? Oh my God.
Jyoti Rimmel.
Kayla Ruiz.
Julia Russell.
Molly Shyman.
Colin Schooler.
Ileana Service.
Beth Sheehan.
Hallie Sheehan.
Christopher Shepard.
Autumn Shiflett.
Alba Silva.
Hannah Skudlaric.
Sarah Smalling.
Gabrielle Raven Smith.
Kaylee Smith.
Catherine Sokol.
Kemp Spangler.
Samuel Dale Spickard.
Madeline Stahl.
Jennifer Steinoff.
Tyree Talley.
Jane Sun. Melanie Tawil.
Heaven Taylor.
Chrysia Thomas.
Kivonda Tillman.
Aaron Trimmer.
Anna Twynham.
Rebecca Van Trees.
Danae Verrett.
Jennifer Vo.
Michelle Vo.
Lauren Waller.
Susan Shafrick Warner.
Jessica Reed Weigeshoff.
Grace Wells.
Catherine Werner.
Emily West.
Anna Williams.
Kaylin Williams.
Sharon Williams.
Tanjanika Williams.
Julia Rose Winkler.
Courtney Womack.
Jenna Woodburn.
Casey Zabata Torres.
Can we give our graduates another round of applause? Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce our B.S.W program director, Dr. Stephanie O'Dara, as we recognize our undergraduate class graduating today.
Thank you, Dr. Spencer. And now, like a fine wine or a decadent dessert after a family meal, we have reached the best part of the ceremony, the presentation of the 2025 B.S.W candidates. Today marks a major milestone in your journey, not just as graduates, but as social workers committed to making a positive impact in the lives of individuals, families, and communities. As your program director, I have witnessed your commitment to your studies and your field placements. You have managed the demands of the program while balancing jobs, caregiving, and life's inevitable curveballs. You've shown up even when it was incredibly hard, and I am deeply proud of each and every one of you. Graduation is a time of celebration, but also one of commitment. You are stepping into a profession and into a world that's at a crossroads. We are witnessing an intentional backlash against the very principles that form the foundation of social work: equity, anti-racism, inclusion, and collective liberation. In this moment, your role as social workers could not be more urgent. And yet, even in the face of adversity, we draw strength from those who come before us. James Baldwin once said, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced." That is the very heart of our practice. We do not turn away. We bear witness. We hold systems accountable. We center the stories that others try to erase. And when those in power attempt to silence the language of equity, we speak even louder, with purpose, with clarity, and with hope. But let's be clear, hope is not passive. It is not wishful thinking. Hope is a form of resistance. It's the refusal to give in to despair. It is the stubborn belief that it's the stubborn belief that a better world is not only possible, it's our responsibility to help build it. In the words of one of my faves, Audre Lorde, "When I dare to be powerful, to use the strength and service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." And so I urge you all to practice radical hope. Not a hope that denies reality, but a hope grounded in action, in community, and in love. Keep learning, keep questioning, keep imagining systems that are rooted in care, justice, and abundance. Your social work practice will not always be easy, but it will always matter. B.S.W. candidates, on behalf of the B.S.W. program, the School of Social Work, and VCU, I want to congratulate you on all that you have and will accomplish as social work practitioners and scholars. You are ready, you are needed, and you are powerful. Now, for our B.S.W. student speaker, Hilda Kwanzaa, to share her story. Hilda is a first-generation college student and Ghanaian American. During her time in the B.S.W. program, she has been a Youth First peer mentor, VCU Association of Black Social Workers treasurer, RAM Camp leader, ACO Community Council president, Tri Alpha Honor Society member, Phi Alpha Honor Society member, RAMS in Recovery participant and volunteer, and mindfulness ambassador. She is a proud person in recovery and is honored to be able to share her message today. After graduation, she plans to pursue her Master's of Social Work degree. Come on.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Odera. Wow, Thank you, Dr. Odera, for that beautiful introduction. I love her dearly. What an amazing program director. Can we get one more round of applause for her? Yes! That's my program director. Okay. As she said, my name is Hilda Kwanzaa, and I can soon say I will be a VCU B.S.W. alumni. In my native tongue of Tree, Ataseng Mimawakwaba. Hey, all the Ghanaians, where are you at? Where are you at? In translation, that means hello and welcome. My message today will center around how everyone's journey is uniquely theirs, which is why comparison is the thief of joy. Famous poet Maya Angelou has a quote that I love. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. My college journey has not been traditional. it has come with tremendous highs and tremendous lows. There were a few times I thought I would not make it. After graduating from high school, I had my whole life planned out. 18-year-old Hilda had her goals, and nothing was getting her away, especially life. Do you know what sorry. Not only did I put tremendous pressure on myself, I also felt the societal pressures of living in America as a Black, dark-skinned woman, and how we often have to fight for the spaces we enter. Add on the layer of being a first-generation American and a first-generation college student, there was pressures all around. I started off biology pre-med, and I remember during pre-vid day, there was a professor who asked everyone to raise their hand if they are pre-med, and almost everyone in the room raised their hand. Afterward, he said, "I guarantee half of you will not reach that goal." I remember talking to my dad and saying that was disheartening, but look at life, he was right with me. This is truly a gift because I'm grateful that social work found me. All that said, I proceeded to change my major 5 times. Yes, 5 times, causing anxiety and uncertainty for me and my family. But once I found social work, or rather social work found me, I knew I was in the right place. I started my first semester in the lower division of social work in fall of 2022, feeling a newfound joy and hope, but overall disappointment in myself for pushing my original graduation year of 2023 behind. When 2023 came around and all my high school peers were graduating, I felt immense joy for them, but sadness for myself, because I felt like I failed in not reaching the 4-year target. Do you know what I really failed to realize? How I was still in school. I stayed in school during COVID-19. I stayed in schools through the major changes. I uplifted my peers and continued to be a support. In fall of 2023, I had a host of personal issues that caused me to withdraw from 2 classes, 380 and 313. And my fellow peers know those classes were no easy feat. And there starts that cycle again of self-doubt and comparison and lack of empathy for self. But what I failed to realize that semester, I asked for so much help. I reached out to my professors and people in the social work department, and that was a catalyst for building a network in this beautiful school of social work. One thing this program has taught me, also as I'm navigating my 20s, is to live on life's terms. Everyone in this room has a purpose. Everyone in this room has a story. And that is such a beautiful gift. You are worthy of kindness from others, but especially yourself. The problem with comparing ourselves to others is we forget that we have a whole host of different circumstances than the person we are comparing ourselves to. Today, I want to tell my peers, I am oh so very proud of you. I love you, and I am rooting for you. We need social workers now more than ever, and we are the future. What an honor it is to receive such a well-rounded education here at VCU. To my professors and the School of Social Work staff here, thank you, thank you, thank you. To my K through 12 teachers who are watching at home in Fredericksburg, thank you. Thank you. I thank God every day, but especially for my parents. To my mommy, where are you, girl? Are you waving? Hey. my sweet, lovely, beautiful, kind, precious mommy, thank you for being my #1 prayer warrior. To my father, thank you for always pushing me. To the Camacho Nyamedi family, thank you for the late night studying and helping me write papers and reviewing them with me. My parents immigrated here from Ghana. Ghana for, yes, from Ghana. In the late 90s, with tenacity, courage, and hope to fulfill an American dream. I am so proud of them. Not only have they made their dreams come true, they have made mine come true also. I am a testament of everyone in my bloodline that came before me and fought for my right to be here. This degree is not just my degree. This degree is for all the little girls of color who have been told different, for all the other first-generation students, for all the other first-generation Ghanaian Americans. It's for my family, and most of all, it's for my ancestors who came before me and paved the way for me. Remember, everyone in this room, you are doing amazing things, and you are exactly where you need to be. Be kind to yourself today and every day. And when you find yourself comparing yourself, I ask you to remember how far you've came. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hilda, for sharing your amazing story. Dean Cuddyback, members of the faculty of the School of Social Work, I present to you the 2025 B.S.W class. These individuals have successfully completed all degree requirements and are now ready to be recognized for their accomplishments. Calling the name of our B.S.W candidates are Dr. Umberto Fabello and B.S.W Program Assistant Director Allison Riles.
Hilda Kwanzaa.
Tamara Aberhazy.
Frances Olivia Adams.
Tomia Alexander.
Ocean Bard.
Makita Carmela Anderson.
Catherine Bayous.
Kiera Bargaman.
Christopher Barrett.
Emily Rose Beckman.
Sebastian Berger.
Madonna Boutros.
Joe Brooke Eccles.
Aisha Burnett.
Kayla Michelle Buscema.
Casey Cussell.
Paige Winfrey Clausen.
Megan Cook.
Logretta Curitan.
V. Dow.
Hope Davis.
Sophia Dean.
Colleen Deep.
Sydney Early.
Kennedy Nicole Faina.
Mary Kathleen Farrell.
Todd Farshawn II.
Will Finnegan.
Leah Fletcher.
Bella Gertrude Freeman.
Christina Fuentes.
Marielle Joy Gecker.
Antonio Giles.
Saray Goodwin.
Olivia Page Graou.
Adrienne Green.
Tatum Gregory.
Leah Whitestone.
Danielle Hall.
Kaylee Cavengall Hobart.
Taylor Diana Hawkins.
Lara Hendricks.
Olivia Henry.
Gabrielle Hookman.
Kate Hudgens.
Elsa Jacobson.
Kaylee Jarvis.
Kayla Denise Jennings.
Kristen Johnson.
Leah Keith.
Olivia Shevjanar Kearns.
Ayana King.
Joey Nicely.
Victoria Jessica Leach.
Bella Lenzini.
Xiomara Maria Maldonado.
Jacqueline Mazzatello.
Bridget Barrera Mejorada.
Sarita Moncada.
Joshua Morris.
Ishmael Mbasi Bandinga.
Hannah Mullen.
Taisha Muse.
Brittany Neal.
Emma Eleanor Northrop.
Maddie Knows.
Vida Owusu.
Michael Pagan.
Parker.
Jeff Quinanola.
Emily Rangel Rodriguez.
Amelia Reedy.
Alexander Garcia Reyes.
Madeline Beatrice Rice.
Kishana Catrice Richard.
Diana Nicole Rivera Urquidi.
Paloma Rodriguez Salcedo.
Carla Rodriguez.
Tammy Jo Rogers.
Felicia Seaborn.
Sarah Shalon.
Julia Stoddard.
Destiny Summers.
Sharon Tamayo.
Michaela Torito.
Hajar Mohammed Parkey.
Micah Washington.
Samantha Witchard.
Cameron Deanna Williams.
Claire Woodard.
Miskana Tizazu Yihuni.
And last but not least, Vasinia Siegler.
Please join me in congratulating one more time the graduates. And now I'll turn this back over to Dean Cuddyback for his closing remarks.
Let's do another round of applause. That was fantastic. Thank you, Dr. O'Dara. Graduates, we're almost ready to make your accomplishment official by turning your tassel, but first we need to do something very important. Graduates, please take a moment to acknowledge your family, friends, and all who have supported you on this journey. You didn't take this journey alone, whether it was help with tuition, a shoulder to lean on, a good meal, or a pep talk when you needed it. Graduates, applaud those who have supported you along the way. And to all who believed in our graduates, we thank you as well. Thank you for all your commitment and support. So graduates, you now join a profession with a proud heritage and history. You are a social worker. We look forward, that's right. We look forward to witnessing the amazing work you'll do throughout your career as alumni of the school. We hope that you will remain engaged with us as educators, supervisors, field instructors, hint, hint, and alumni. And we know that wherever you go, you will always be a member of the Ramley here at the School of Social Work. Go Rams indeed. So in a moment, students, I will invite you to move your tassels from right to left. Got a couple, well, in a moment, hang on. Right. We have some complicated instructions for departing, so after I invite you to move your tassels, music's going to start. Our faculty will process back. Faculty, we're going to make 2 lines at the back like we did coming in. And then students, we're going to ask you to process and go out the way you came in. And then family members will all meet outside. So in a moment, that's what will happen. So there's one last thing. I'm going to ask you to move your tassels from left to right. Go ahead and do that. You've done it. Let the celebration begin.